Okay, so you're
Where instead of like
substituting.
keeping you on hold, I can just call a
That's
couple of
okay.
minutes.
I'm on my lunch break.
Oh, okay. So you'll call me back in a couple of minutes?
So I just want to make sure I have clarity. You don't know where you can help women fleeing in domestic abuse. You're not sure how you could help at all. So you need to call
Ma'am,
me
I'm,
back.
I'm the receptionist. I'm substituting for the
I just wanted
receptionist
to get
that's off
clarity. I don't
today.
know why. This is a
I,
church? This is a church?
it is, yes.
Okay. So I just don't understand why you're interrupting me getting clarity on what the experience is. So just to make sure I
They have
understand, I
different
don't know
ministries
why I
here.
can't
They have
talk.
counseling ministry. They have something called divorce court. I'm just trying to see where I should send you.
Oh, because that's not what you said. So I'm just trying to get clarity on what's happening. Is that okay? I would need to be
Yes.
able to speak.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to just send you over to counseling
I would like to
ministry? Because
speak, ma'am. I would like to speak. I don't know why this is a
okay.
reoccurring pattern.
Oh, okay, look. I'm going to try to transfer you. Sometimes my phone doesn't
You
work.
don't want me to speak? You don't want me to speak and get
No.
clarity?
Listen to me. Listen. I'm going to transfer you to 9152. If it doesn't work, dial the
Ma'am,
same
I don't know
number.
why you won't let me ask a question and multiple calls are like this. This is abusive, especially if I told you I'm in a domestic abuse situation and you won't let me talk. That is a form of abuse, ma'am. I don't know you. Why would you not let me speak and get clarity on what's going on and I don't know you? This is abusive to routinely experience this from call to call. And this is a church
Ma'am,
organization.
I'm transferring you over
You
to
won't let me
counseling.
speak. I just called to get questions, and why would you not let me speak and get clarity?
But I'm letting you know.
Okay, if you don't want me to talk, go ahead. I can't. I just out the blue call trying to get information, and she won't let me ask. What is the further information? She won't let me ask. Period. She wants to transfer me. Okay, go ahead, ma'am. Transfer me without me speaking.
Wow. The providence of God in working behind.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, it didn't transfer.
It
Can you
didn't
dial
transfer,
the
huh?
same number you dial and just substitute 9152 for the last four numbers?
Okay, so let me make sure I understand. You don't want me to tell you why I called. You know I'm in domestic abuse, and I can't ask you why. I can't ask you the other questions. You will not let me ask
Go
any
ahead
other
and ask
questions.
whatever questions you want, ma'am. Whatever.
Okay, so where are you trying to transfer me to? What is happening?
I'm transferring you to the counseling ministry. It covers divorce, counseling, all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
I'm transferring you there because I don't know which specific person to transfer you to.
Well, ma'am, I'm just trying to get enough evidence for this to end. Every single location. I've already reached out to church members that are ducking and dodging and ignoring me from multiple different churches. You have to see my experience to believe it. This is abusive. To victimize someone and then entice organizations and businesses in person and over the phone, whatever's going on, to sabotage, play games, and disregard me is a form of
That I
abuse.
said I'm substituting for the original person here. She's off today.
Well, that was not very kind of you to not let me speak. But anyway, okay, it's been going on years, ma'am. Years. Every single location condones and does nothing. Okay, ma'am. So I'll try again. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's ringing. No, this has been going on years for every single organization. These are the other people. She gave me a number to the other people that were playing games.
We could not answer your call.
So these church people are really doing this. For whatever reason that they want to become abusers. This is a party that wanted me to get the mental assessment. And let's see what happened. These are the ignored texts. I reached out to them in June and told them about the abuse. And this is what, it's hard for me to read it through the phone. It says, that place played games that gave me safe haven. I said, that place played games with services. Where do you want me to get a mental evaluation to earn your services? That's in Fort Worth too. Do you think if multiple parties conspire to abuse, to my abuse, if anything happened to me, if they would have a responsibility in sabotaging services, my ability to escape it? Places that are supposed to be a refuge but desire to be conspirators, what would be their responsibility? And then there was no response. That was Friday. It is Monday. Then I just blatantly said, are you guys denying me assistance? Why would I get ignored in my crisis? Every single location does this. Every last one. So, it's one thing, even, support groups online where I get, like, have a support system, they deny me access or remove me. There's another support group that I wasn't able to get to that I'd go on Sundays, that there was an issue with that Sunday. And then look at this. It's not showing it, but I would reach out to different organizations and things on Facebook, and then the request, they wouldn't respond to the request. So trying to get into these support groups, I'm making ample effort. I just am trying to expose so people can see the living nightmare I have been going through years. The police would actually show up and intervene, but when they started incriminating themselves, they started enticing. They stalk me, they harass me, they infiltrate themselves in my life. So they know what's going on. They know that I make the calls on break time. Then they have the scammers intervene and then also disregard me and mistreat me. So, I just want people to know what I go through, even down to watching Hulu. I desperately want a support system, and everywhere I go, they're refusing to be one, even when it's their responsibility and their job. That's a conspiracy to violate civil rights. They're violating my rights. You just can't pick and choose because the government wants you to become abusers with them to deny me resources or any support or any love and compassion. What I didn't get to, this man gave me this number the other day at church to call, where they're, and they're prepared and waiting for me to call. Well, he talked to multiple different families while he sat there and watched me waiting, to knowing that I'm in a crisis, begging for my life. And I also talked to him years back. So he talked to other people after he knew that I wanted to talk to him. Then when he got to me, he gave me this number and said, I have to go. This is a pattern for multiple different parties. I just don't understand why I go from church to church to church and can still not find people with compassion and love at churches. He had no right, and I know he's listening to this, to help assist other people. Even if abusers talked you into it, you should have some integrity on your own, not to disregard me and violate me in that manner when you know that I'm in a crisis. You talk to other people of seeing that I was waiting on you. That's abusive. In addition to that, you had to go when it came to me. And I repeatedly told you over and over again that this is a pattern for me. Not only did you know that I've been abused at this particular moment, but we discussed this years back. So it is very clear that the government is enticing multiple parties to be conspirators in the conspiracy to violate civil rights, which is a crime. So anyway, I just wanted people to know what I went through and what I've been going through years. I'm going through this living nightmare, and I'm deprived any kind of support system. Even when it's their responsibility, they still don't provide it. These domestic violence organizations, churches, they all refuse. All. And they all turn into abusers. It's one thing to, they could, just lead me on and be compassionate and loving. No, they wanted to sting. They have to disregard me and treat me like I have no value. A multitude of people.